Fancy development going on there. Paul,
Yeah.
what the heck is that?
For the first time in 6 weeks, we've got something potentially brewing in the tropics or near the tropics, because it's a little weird when we look at the map here. Let's take a look at what is potentially developing out there. The red X is usually out over the ocean, and then we track it as it gets closer to land. This time, the red X is over land, southern Georgia. There's a disturbance in the atmosphere there. It's going to drift over the Gulf of Mexico, and the National Hurricane Center estimates an 80% chance that this is going to develop into at least a tropical depression, if not a tropical storm, as it works its way westward through the Gulf of Mexico. Remember, tropical depression, it gets a number. Tropical storm is when it gets a name. And right now, I'd bet on a better than 50-50 chance that this eventually becomes Tropical Storm Barry before the end of the work week. But first, it has to make its way out over the northeastern Gulf, where the water temperatures are really warm, bathtub warm, 86 to 88 degrees for those sea surface temperatures in the northeastern Gulf. And it's plenty of warm water throughout the Gulf of Mexico. And if you compare it to what's normal for this time of year, about 2 to 4 degrees above average, even for July. And if you're wondering if this is a typical spot for stuff to develop, yeah, it's actually the most likely place for tropical activity to get organized during the month of July, just because the Gulf of Mexico is a smaller body of water compared to the Atlantic Ocean. It heats up a little bit faster, and obviously it's heating up even faster this year with those 2 to 4 degree above average water temperatures. Once those storms develop, they head towards the Gulf Coast, either Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, or towards Louisiana, or they kind of take more of a bend to the west and impact the coast of Texas or Mexico. We'll keep a close eye on that disturbance. It's brewing. It's not likely to impact our weather directly here in central North Carolina. It's also not completely impossible, so it's something we'll watch. I wouldn't be worried about it at this point unless you have travel plans that are going to take you towards the coast of Louisiana in particular. Right now, just a little blip on the radar, continuing to just hold together with a few sprinkles through Moore County. The rest of this is ground clutter, and the showers out west are also falling apart. We're going to stay dry through the first half of the day. Futurecast has a lot of cloud cover out there through lunchtime, which is going to limit how fast we warm up. Not much rain out of those clouds, though, until we hit late afternoon and early evening. A few showers trying to make a run into our southern counties, but that's going to be a very limited rain chance. Lower rain chances as you head farther north. A lot of clouds in the triangle, but I think we're going to be staying dry throughout the day. 74 Chapel Hill, 74 on campus at NC State with that abundant cloud cover, and that's going to slow down how much we warm up. Now, it's warm as you're heading out the door. It's also very humid, but there's drier, slightly cooler air along the Virginia state line. It's going to try to make its way southward throughout the day. So while our temperatures are going to stay in the 70s for the next few hours, we'll only be up to around 80 by noon. A little bit of sunshine peeking through. We warm up to the mid-80s this afternoon with that chance of showers farther south, but the humidity should be a little more tolerable by late afternoon and early evening. The humidity stays in that acceptable category tomorrow. Not great, but not awful. Upper 80s for highs, limited rain chance tomorrow, and then scattered storms late Thursday into Thursday night, probably lingering Friday before we dry out and heat up as we head into the weekend and